Proteins are probably the most complex of four major groups of organic compounds in the human body. Proteins are called organic compounds because they essentially have carbon atoms, and these carbon atoms essentially make covalent bonds, either with other carbon atoms or with hydrogen. Compounds that do not have carbon atoms, or the ones that have carbon atoms but do not make carbon to carbon or carbon to hydrogen covalent bonds, cannot be classified as organic compounds. Very few inorganic compounds have carbon atoms, and none have carbon to carbon or carbon to hydrogen covalent bonds. Proteins perform a wide range of functions. Some are structural, that make various parts of the body, and others are functional, that perform several vital functions. Out of functional proteins, some are regulatory, known as hormones, some are transporters, some are catalysts and are known as enzymes that increase or control the rate of biochemical reactions. Some are responsible for movement by contracting muscles. Another famous group is known as antibodies. Antibodies defend against invading organisms. Proteins are made up of smaller compounds known as amino acids, and the basic chemical formula of an amino acid is in front of you. Amino acids join together in long chains to make proteins. These long chains often twist or fold to make unique shapes, and these shapes are important for a protein to function properly. Just like any tool that needs a special shape to perform, you cannot use a hammer to paint. Both are different tools and need special shapes and material to build. All amino acids, and thus all proteins on atomic level, are composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Some have iron, sulfur, and phosphorus in addition. All amino acids have a central carbon atom, which is also known as alpha, and this carbon atom is covalently bonded to an atom of hydrogen, to an amino group, and to a carboxyl group. These four are the compulsory components of all amino acids. We also know that a carbon atom makes four covalent bonds: 1, 2, 3, and 4. The fourth possible covalent bond is represented by R and is known as variable side chain. It is this bond that can join with other atom or molecules to make all 20 amino acids found in the human body, and thus several varieties of proteins. R could either be just one hydrogen atom, or a CH3 group, or a complex of carbon and hydrogen atoms. It is this variable side chain that gives each of the 20 amino acids slightly different shape and chemical properties. The sequence of these amino acids defines the properties and shape of the proteins. This is another representation of an amino acid molecule, which is showing covalent bonds present in an amino acid rather than chemical formula. Notice all covalent bonds are single covalent bonds, with the exception of this double covalent bond between this carbon atom and this oxygen atom of carboxyl group. Here we have two amino acids. When two amino acids join together, one hydrogen atom from an amino group and OH molecule from a carboxyl group is removed to make a water molecule. These two amino acids join together to make a bigger molecule known as peptide. The bond between the two molecules is known as a peptide bond. A bigger molecule formed by three amino acids and two peptide bonds will be known as tripeptide. An even bigger molecule made up of several amino acids and peptide bonds is known as a polypeptide. A bigger polypeptide is known as a protein. A protein may consist of from 50 to thousands of amino acids. Proteins are synthesized from 20 amino acids. If any one type is not present in sufficient quantity, vital proteins cannot be synthesized, which poses a serious health risk. Of all 20 amino acids found in human body, 8 are known as essential amino acids. Essential amino acids cannot be produced by the body and must be included in food. Other 12 are known as non-essential amino acids. These can be synthesized by the human body. The sketch in front of you is a rough representation of a long chain of amino acids. Each circle represents an amino acid of a certain type, and these amino acids are joining together to make a long chain or polypeptide. A longer chain would be known as protein. The sequence of amino acids for each protein is unique. Metabolism of proteins. Dehydration synthesis joins amino acids to make proteins and is an anabolic activity. A reverse of dehydration synthesis can occur to break a protein into amino acids and is known as hydrolysis. As in the case of digestion of proteins, when eaten, proteins are broken down into amino acids by the addition of water molecules before digestion. Later, these molecules are reassembled into proteins. All body fluids have proteins with the exception of bile and urine. Presence of proteins in urine is usually an indication of serious renal problems. Proteins can combine with other molecules like fats and sugars. Proteins combined with lipids are known as lipoproteins. Proteins combined with glucose are known as glycoproteins. And these are the references. Thank you very much.